Marcus Gardens Jewelry, and then today I'm going to show you guys how to make a necklace. So I'm just freestyling this design. I done it a little bit earlier in the week. But I redone the design. So I'm going to use some of this. This is sterling silver bezel wire, or sterling silver bezel wire, and it is 1/8 of an inch. And then here is one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm redoing the gauge of wire. I'm going to use 21 gauge, a half round wire, and I need, let's see here, 6 pieces of that. And I just really need to get this necklace done, and then I have to make some obsidian necklaces for my kids. So I'm just going to cut this wire. Okay, so this is live. So if there are any bloopers or like words that I trip over, then I can't edit them out without editing out like your guys' conversation or whatever. See if I can get. So I'm just straightening this 21 gauge half round wire. Half round wire is where the back of the wire is flat, and then the front is half round. So like if you take a ring band, this ring band, the outer edge is half round, and then on the inside of it is flat. I guess it's like a mirror. So the inside would be shiny, and then the outside is like almost matte, and it's half round. So that's how you know what the outside is. So you'll want that half round part to poke out or be on the outside. I'm a bit scatterbrained today because I'm sick, and I have to go and get some antibiotic shots tomorrow. I was gonna do it today, but I don't have the time. I don't have no time. I didn't have enough time today. So let's see here. We need 3. Let's see, 4 2-inch pieces. That's gonna be for the top and bottom. I need to get a sticky note. Let me cut these pieces, and then I will get a sticky note because I have to write all this down as I go, or I won't remember my gauges. And I'm just trying to line these up on the ruler to cut them. Now I have a piece. I already have a 2-inch piece, right? So I need one more. I cut 2 already, or 3. So now I need, let's see here. And then we got to do the sides too. We need 2 4-inch pieces. This is just for the top and the bottom. and then I'll add in more as I go. I wish I had another camera back here, but I only have the one right now. And I could probably record in split screen, but I don't know how that would go. I'll have another recording of a another normal necklace, but it'll be like a recorded video, and then a paid tutorial. So I've got to get that out within like the next 3 days, and then I also have to get the other stuff out. I'm gonna try and do that tonight. Let's see here. Sticky note. Do you have any sticky notes? My house is a disaster. Hang on. Nothing. I dropped my jacket. It's all at the back of this. I really like this black one. Thank you for the black hoodie. I'm gonna put it on the bed, y'all. Now I need a pen. Okay, so and then that will be the same for each one, so I need 2 more. 1, 2, 3-inch, 21 gauge, and then 4, 3-inch, 21 gauge. I'm so sorry. I'm one of those people that have to read it, write it, and then follow along as I read it with my finger or something, or I cannot remember it. So I wrote down my measurements and stuff, and then now I'm going to cut 2 more 3-inch and then 4 more. No, I'll wait until I get to the edges. Oh goodness. Why the hell not, right? Heck, why the H not, y'all? Alright. I'm so slow when it comes to doing this part because I have to do the design in my head as I'm adding the wires and stuff, so it's pretty complicated for me. And for these. So now we're done cutting and then straightening in and stuff, and then we can do the fun part. So I have to put that through there and then bend it. Let's see if I can get through here. That way I can like store it. Oh, I forgot about the back plate. So I'm not going to use soldering because it's pretty thin wire. This bezel wire is tarnished a bit, but not very much. When I keep it, I left it out of my safe for like a couple weeks and it like tarnished a little. But that'll come off whenever I polish it. So this necklace is going to be probably, whoa. Don't ever drop one of these on your feet. They'll go straight through your foot. I had one sticking, like we had concrete and then carpet, and it's stuck in it, like right between my toes. I was like, eek! So it's going to be 1 1/4 inch tall. And let's do 1 inch even. So it'll be a 1/2 inch on each side for the sides. So this will be the first one of these I ever make. There's the 1 inch mark. I went over just a hair. Okay. Well, I may write this on here. 1 inch. 1 inch. 5 inch. Anyways, so I'm going to cut 1.25 inches of this. You can use a hacksaw for this, or you can, or like a jewelry saw. It's a tiny blade, and they're French jewelry saw. I have one somewhere. I'll show you. You can also use these. I wouldn't recommend cutting anything thicker than this with your jewelry cutters, because these aren't meant to go over like 12 gauge wire or something. So there's certain ones for certain gauges, and I didn't know that. I got these 1 pliers ones and cut some 18 gauge or 16 gauge wire, and it like broke the tip off, but it wasn't these. These can cut all the way up to like 12 gauge, but you got to move it around. So it's easier to use a jewelry saw for that. It makes a cleaner cut as well. Anyways, if you Google a jeweler's saw, you'll be able to look at one. So you'll use those for anything thicker than this. The 1/8 inch bezel wire. I can't remember how thick it is. So I'll cut 1 point, just a little bit over, I guess. Just a little bit over 1.25 inches, or 1 1/4 inch. Oh no, did I just cut 1 1/2? I did. There we go. So now I have this little one, and then I'll do just a little bit over 1 inch for the other one. You're gonna want you need to hammer these, but don't hammer them too bad because they'll curve. If you use a rawhide mallet to hammer them, they won't curve too bad. So Hey everybody, I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. How are you? So I have 420 gauge wires here. Whoops, round ones, and they're 4 inches tall. And I think this is 28 gauge. It's half round. It come out to be half round, but that's okay. So I'm going to get these 2 of the 21 gauge half rounds. And make sure I have a mirrored side backwards. You could do it frontwards too. I mean, like, I might do mine frontwards. I don't know. Or backwards. So I'm just going to slide it down in between there. And then I'll start. Like, I just need to put like a little dent in it right here. It's like a curve in the bottom of it with my thumb. I use my thumb as like a imprinter thingy. Let me bind these wires first. John, do you know where? Never mind. So I'm going to use a couple pieces of 24 gauge half round. I don't have my scrap bucket over here right now, or I would just pull it out of there, but I would have to dig for a minute probably. So I'm just going to cut a piece off of this spool. You don't have to do this, but it does keep everything in position. I mean, you know, why not? It really doesn't matter if the half is up or down, but I always like to make sure that it looks neat, at least while I'm working on it. It's kind of like fruit jewelry for your eyes, I guess, making it where it's, I don't know, like, you know how like you eat with your eyes too? So I guess I do that with jewelry as well. Jewelry making, it's a pretty process, I guess. I can see myself and it's weird. I don't know. I can't see myself whenever I'm recording. I'm using my old pliers. I want to use my new ones. So I'm just gonna press it down. Come on, you. So I don't have you can see it right there, I think a little bit. I don't have the macro lens on my phone, but you get the picture. At least, right? Do you hear him? Tristan's up there screaming. That's so funny. He screams like a girl. Tristan, you scream like a girl, bro. If you hear this. Did you hear him? Oh, damn. So I guess I'm going to be taking y'all with me to the doctor on September 28th, I think. John's gonna hold the camera for us. I'm not gonna put any markings on here. I'm just gonna freestyle it. Now, I've got, shoot, I'm losing light. Shoot. Come on, you. What? That might be too bright. Oh, shit. Shoot. Oh, she's nickels. Pickles. She's pickles. Work right. Your boomsticks are getting all tangled up, y'all. Let me put an overhead light, I guess. Okay, so, oops. Now that one's in my face. Alright, so I'm going to make sure that the half round is up and then the flat side's down. Put it on the base here. So I'm just going to take this and just bend it around my thumb. And so that leaves like a curve, right? And then you just place it on here, like so. And then just flatten it down some. So now I've got those on top of the flat base, right? And then I have my weaving wire ready here. And I'm just going to slip my wire right in there between my fingers. Just pinch it. And then bring it. Please focus. Around that, right? So I'm going to do that four times, I guess. I'll do it 4 times. You can use a ring mandrel, or what is that thing called? Where's that thing at? It's like that clampy thing or whatever. These are stretch marks on my arms, but it's where I rode my bike. Like, I get stretch marks, but I'm right at the age to where my skin is actually shrinking back. Boy, am I proud of that. Look at that. Right? Proud of those muscles. It's a little one. It's a little one. Not very big, but it's a nice one. Where's the ring mandrel, John? I need the ring mandrel real bad. It holds everything. It holds my wires into place. Oh, it's like right there. Oh my goodness. You know what? I seen my daughter watching a short with a girl faking to puke. And I'm like, I don't want my kids knowing that. I went through that stage like whenever I was a teenager. I was so upset about that. That was like 2 days ago, y'all. You broke my lighter. I'm going to go over here because I don't want to smoke in front of the camera. Don't smoke, people. I wish I had never started smoking. If I had never started smoking, I wouldn't have the problem. But I do like tobacco. Okay, so here's this. Can I please unlock it? What the heck is my phone is doing? My phone is going crazy, you guys. It says work. That's what that alarm was for. I am working. Alright. So what I want to do is make some kind of like windy swirl. And I'm going to get my ring mandrel and open it up. Look, it has leather inside of it. so that it doesn't scratch the metal. Oh, this thing has seen so many rings. I need a new one. Look how torn up it is in there. Boy, I probably wouldn't use a new one if I had one, because these last a long time. Excuse my language. I said a long freaking time. Dropped an F-bomb. F-bombs are fine. Okay, let's see here. John, did you find a lighter? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move my hair and put this down in here.
Yeah. You fell down, didn't you? Huh? The white?
This is what I used to do my soldering, but we're not doing any soldering today. Hey, Deb. Hey, Miss Deb. Hi, Michelle or Michael Simpson.
Outside. It's okay, honey.
I gotta take a smoke break.
Yeah, look for it.
Let me go get me an energy drink. I always have to wash my can tops off because it grosses me out, because like you wouldn't like buy a cup from the store and bring it home and just like drink out of it as soon as you brought it home, would you? So that's kind of how I think of the tops of cans. It's yucky, man. That's so gross. Where's my koozie? Have you seen my koozie? The video after this, I'm going to talk about my experience a little bit more, if that's okay with you guys, because it's been like, I really need to get it out there. Like, it's like I can't stand it no more. Let's see here. And then I have to talk. John, where's my koozie? Here it goes. And also, I'm gonna do some shorts on a channel called Lovely Spirit, with capital L and then Spirit it's capital S and a space in between. I shared a playlist like from that account. They got this new stuff that you can buy, and it's got lime in it, a lime leaf, and some kind of nut, and it's like tobacco, and I kind of want to try it. It's not illegal or anything, and you can buy it. You can buy it like anywheres or online. You can buy it online. I also want to do like a video on my view of the universe, but that's going to be a big one. So I wrote it all down. How are you guys today? I guess everybody left because I smoked a cigarette. I'm sorry, but I smoke cigarettes. What are you going to do, disown me? That happened to me. I got disowned for 3 days because my mom found out that I started smoking. But we made up. We always make up. I need that pokey thing again. What is this called again? I always write it in my tutorials. I used it as a soldering pick, and now I view it as a soldering pick, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the 2 outer wires here.
All AWL.
All, yes, it's all, and here. I have a brand new pair of calipers, or dividing calipers somewhere. Yeah, but I don't know where they are. How am I going to make the twirly things if it's like that, though? So I'm going to bring this around now. 1, 2, and 3. 4. I had to end my live the other day because my son needed me and my husband, so I had to go and holler at them. How am I going to make the twirly things? I'm going to have to take it out. So I had an eyeshadow on called Royal Flush, and it looks pretty, well, no, it's blush. It's like a peach blush, but I put it on my eyelids. I kind of like it. My eyelids are normally this color. So, anyways, I need to put a twirly in this. So I'm going to grab some half round pliers. And then I'm going to grab the center wire and bend it into a circle. Once I start the bend, I'll use these and finish the circle off. Don't let it pull itself out because I'm using round wires as the base wires. You can use square wires, but I don't have any right now. Okay? And it may mess with the end result of what it looks like. Let me see if I can. How the heck can I do this? This is so inconvenient. So let's try this for a second. This first loop may be kind of wonky. So I'm just bringing it over and around. Okay. And then I'll finish the curve off. all my stuff is made really different, so I'm pretty confident in this design. So I'm just going to keep bringing it around. See it forming. Come on, are you kidding me? Yeah, okay, well that works, I guess. I'm just gonna bring this part around again, and then it'll come up under it, okay? So I need to bring these two wires back some. So it's just going around. Maybe if I take one of these out. What is that noise? Are you guys hearing feedback? I hope not. So I lowered this down. And I'll just bring it back around here and straighten it out. I'll bring it up though, just a little. Mommy, tell me what happened today. Mommy. What? Tell me what happened today. What happened? Tell me, remember? Mommy, tell me what happened. Oh, I don't want to right now. No, Jana, not right now. We will do that in a separate one, okay? We'll do that in a separate tutorial. Michelle's not here even. She's somewhere. She's not. She's busy. She's got 3 kids, and one of them has autism and all kinds of stuff. And she went through. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap 1, 2, and I need to get this up under here. So I'm just going to lift that up and then push it up under here. 1, 2, 3, and then that one's too many. So I just done 2 extra wraps, and then I'm gonna lay everything back down. So I'm just gonna do that loop on the first one there, I guess, because it takes a minute to do that. And then just wrap 3 more times. Or we'll do 4, I guess. So I'm just gonna bring this up so I can see really good. And then press it down right there. Okay. So I just flattened that part out. You can zoom in with your camera if you need to. Okay. So I'm just going to lift the 2 outer wires. One, 2. Lift these 2 outer wires, and then wrap 1, 2, 3. Also, we'll do 3 here. Or maybe 4. 4 is fine. I'll do 4. And then lift again. And then I'll wrap the base wires. 1, 2, 3, and 4 again. And then lay the center wire down. Wrap 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna see if I can't find that phone clamp or order one, and then it should be here in 4 days. It's like an attachment that goes on my boomstick up here, and then I can use my phone. And you guys can look down at my desk. So I got that and that. So I'm going to lay both these wires down, and then I'll wrap 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll just press that down. So I've got this right now. So that is almost as tall as I need it. Lift these outer two. Wrap 4 times. Or maybe 6. I'm gonna see what 6 looks like. That needs to be, I guess I'll just do 2. Yeah, 2. And then lift this center wire, and then wrap 6 times. And I'm just gonna push that down. And then I'll lay the 2 outer wires down. And then I'm just pushing them down against these base wires, and I'll wrap 2 times. And then lay this center wire down. Wrap 4 times. Ouch. Okay, and I'm going to trim this wire here, but I'm going to leave a bit of a tail end. And I need to bind the other end. We will take these off. These are just like, they're just like, they hold the wires in place. So I have 4, I wrap that 4 times, and I'll just trim that. And then flatten it out. So I started buying stones whenever COVID hit, and every now and then in between I get to buy my silver and to work with, and then I'll buy more gemstones, Always make sure that you, like if you have $30, take that $30 and put it in some stones or some silver or something. You know what? Is what I do anyways. I hope that that tip helps somebody out there. Okay, so I'm going to get this. Oh man, they got mixed in. Well, you can see, I can see them anyways, because I know with the 21 gauges got like a tarnish, a white color tarnish on it. It's like matte. Okay, so this is going to be the top. And I'm just gonna do the same thing on the top. Only I want to leave. Hang on, let me make sure this is 1 inch. Shoot, I forgot to put the brace in, y'all. Oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me. I'll wrap it in there some other way. I might not even need it. So I'm doing the complete opposite. I took the binder off. Let's see here. I need this. The binder goes on after the weave, I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's about 1 inch. Because we're gonna have some bulk in there from the stone. So my weave is almost to the 1 inch mark. And then the stone's gonna be like right in that place. And the 1 inch bracer will go on the back whenever I go to do the back. Or the sides. Hang on. Yeah, I gotta think for a second. I'm so sorry, I've never done this design before. But I do have to think in between. So I'm just taking these and bending them out. Now I want these to remain straight. Like as straight as I can get them. So I'm just focusing my bend right here. Like as much as I can. So that remains straight. And then I'm going to flip it over here. And then I'll like do the same thing. Yeah. So, yeah, okay. Anyways, now I've got to get another 4 wires like this, and I'll do the same exact thing that I've done here, only it'll be on the other side, and it's probably going to be a bit taller than what I thought, but I'm not sure. Perfectly fine. That happens whenever you're making jewelry designs, though, you know, like new ones, like inventing them. I need like a cigarette. I'm making a necklace, $2. Oh, so that you could see what I was making. Because I'm trying to get my camera to focus on it. No, I'm not pregnant. I just got a thick girl, y'all. You don't like no thick girls, you better leave. For all I know, I might be, right? Hey, Aunt Kit. I didn't know you were here. Cool. Hi, Beard. So I'm just taking a smoke break. I made half of it. How can I make this necklace without including the metaphysical properties of it? You know what? I'm going to include them, so, right? I wish I could find my obsidian. I have some rose-cut obsidians, and obsidian is very hard to cut. I tried to cut one by hand, and it took me like 3 months to cut it when COVID hit. Just that one stone with sandpaper and water. Pretty cool. Why do you keep asking if I'm pregnant? I think you asked that in the last live. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it because I'm a thick girl. I'm going to go to the ladies' room. Oh, I don't like brushing. Anything. Obsidian is really hard to cut, so I really need to find those stones. They are somewhere in my junk. Makes my eyes a little bluer, don't it? No, they're still the same. I like that color. So weird. Okay, so I have 3 of these, and I need to cut one more. What? Freddy, I hope that's not a snake. There's something in my drawer. It moved, man. It moved. Okay, it's just some kind of bug. Probably a damn stink bug. This is 18 gauge, I think. Oh boy. Where the heck is my 20 gauge, y'all? Now, I had it out. I just don't know. No, it's out somewhere. Oh, goodness. Make sure I put it in. This is 20 gauge, 925 sterling silver wire. And I'm going to cut an extra piece off that's 4 inches long. I probably won't need this much, but I'd rather have too much wire than not enough. So I'm standing so that you guys can see what I'm doing just a little better. So this side is going to be just a little bit different. So I'm going to anchor my base wires. I'll just do that 4 times. It puts them into like a little bundle. And then I can take these pliers and squash it to make it flat. It's round wire, but I just made it flat, right? And I'm going to pull this down near the end of the piece of the base wires. So this side is going to need to be backwards because it's going to be going up. So I need to scoot it up because I need some extra wire. So I'm just going to line it up with that one I made and then scoot this binder wire up just to the top of it there. Maybe underneath it. Shoot. Alright, so I'm going to start the weave up here on the top. But I have to get my half round wires together real quick. Now these are 21 gauge. I have 2 pieces that are, shoot, where's my sticky note? 2 pieces that are 2 inches and one piece is 3 inch. And I just done this on the other side, but in case you missed it, I'll just do this. So I'm just putting a bend in all 4 wires and I'm holding them flat at the same time. The half round part is facing me. And then I'm just going to lay them. Let's see here. Oh, goodness. Okay. So I'm just going to lay them on top here, and then I'll put my thumb on top of that. And now they're all flat against one another. And then I'll take this, which is my weaving wire. It's 28 gauge instead of 30. And then I'll just pinch it up in there with everything else. Push this down. Hang on. Down some. And then bring your weaving wire on up under it. And then around. One, two, three. Jersey, 4. Hey, look at me. It's okay. It's okay, I promise. There's not nobody down there. There's not nobody out there. There's not nobody out there. Alright. I got a live from earlier, I think it was yesterday. I done half of a necklace, I started it, and then we were talking too, so I'm going to make sure that gets posted. I'm not editing it or anything, so I'll just leave it the way it is. I really miss low-rise pants. I have one pair of low-rise pants. Now, if there is anybody out there that does clothes, please make some low-rise pants so I can buy them. And Jana needs some too. What happened? She does. Mommy, tell me what happened. We will next time, okay? I gotta include that all in one, okay? We will the very next one, I promise. Oh, okay. Well, we don't have to do that. They're not a... Dana. No. Please stop. You can say hi if you want. You just chill out, okay? I smoke cigarettes because I like tobacco. It's not because I lead an adventurous life either. I put that in my last live, and I just wanted to say that. I put it in my last live that I smoked because I have 3 kids, but it's not because I have 3 kids. It's just because I lead like a, I don't know, balls to the wall kind of life. Because that's the only way to live. Because life is too short not to live balls to the wall, y'all. I'm serious. It is too effing short. And it's just because I have nicotine. It's nicotine. I'm addicted to it, and I like tobacco. But I'm trying to quit liking tobacco. I had to add that, so that will be in my timeline history. You know. I'm going to hang this back up. I've got a whole OZT of silver just missing. You know? Like, no shit, just missing. If somebody was going to steal it, though, they'd steal all of it. Right, John? I have a whole OZT of silver missing from my school in here. Like that shit. I have a whole OZT of silver missing. Real silver. Real silver. Like, just missing. I haven't been on my silver in a year. But I have photographic memory, so... And I can weigh it and tell. I probably just split them in 2 because one of them was just tied on there. You know it? One of them was tied to the other. Like, that's how they packaged it or whatever. Guys, rolling your own silver is hard. It is not easy. My torch is broken right now. So I'm not going to go any further. I would rather tell you guys I smoke than hide it, wouldn't you? Would you rather know that I smoke or me hide it and, you know? Hi, Junie. Have I ever been to jail or prison before? I have been to jail. I went to jail when COVID first hit for stealing food from Walmart. But I don't steal anymore. You know what? That was just because I was like very desperate. And I had 3 kids and COVID just hit. So, but as long as we learn from our mistakes, that's all that really matters. You know what? I'm drinking Venom energy drink. I'm not affiliated with this energy drink in any way, but I really do like it, so I'll show you what it is. And I don't want you to think it's a beer because it's like I don't have anything against beer or anything like that. I just can't stop when I start usually, but maybe I might could trust myself now. But I don't. I do not trust myself to drink. Do you know how much balls it takes to, like, admit that? It takes a lot of them. This guy left, or girl, or somebody, whoever. And I also went to jail whenever I was accused of what I was accused of. And, you're innocent until proven guilty. But that guy went too far. I think cops should have to go through, like, military training or something. The cops in my town are freaking awesome, though. But some of them, at least I don't know if I'm pretty sure he taught him, right? I hope at least. Because his stuff disappeared too, you know? So I lifted these 2 wires, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap the rest of them. Yeah, whenever I went that last time, I woke up and thought I was at home, and, like, I dreamed that I was at home, and then I woke up and I was where I was at, and it was just like a nightmare. And that's what I'm going to leave it as, is a nightmare, you know it? Because that's what it was. And my kids were there too. So I've got one, let's see here, I lifted the middle wire, and I'm going to go wrap 4 times. 2, 3, and 4. I'm putting too much tension in this, and it's clumping up my base wires. So I'm going to go back over it and just smush it. That way the round wires stay flat. So, like, if that's all you got is some round wires, man, work with what you have. I like working with square. I would have made this with square if I had some, because I like the way that twisties look in it. Like if you do a swirl, it kind of like twists, like swirls. I don't know. I'd have to show you. So I'm going to take, let's see here. I need 2 more. I'm going to do 6 in this one because we're doing it backwards from the one that we done earlier. And I'll lay these outer 2 wires back out. I'm going to stand up again so that you guys can see. You know what? I'm not going to hate on somebody for not liking thick girls either. I wouldn't want somebody hating on me, you know, if I liked, you know, the opposite or something. Be like a thick girl making fun of a skinny girl, but wanting the skinny girl to not make fun of her, you know, or vice versa, like the thick girl making fun of the skinny girl, or skinny girl, yeah, thick girl making fun of the skinny girl for being skinny. You know what? I wouldn't want that either, honestly. So I laid those outer 2 wires down, and I'm going to wrap 4 times. Flatten it out. And then lay this next one down. And wrap it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The reason I'm saying count my counts out loud is so that I can remember them, because that is a good way to remember things. If you say them out loud, or if you follow along while you're reading with your finger, I do that, and I read out loud, and I can listen to someone read me and follow along, like audiobooks or whatever. But I have to touch the page to remember the book, to comprehend what it's saying somehow. There's like 4 different types of learning, and I think I have 3 of them, or maybe 4. So please excuse me. Okay. Let me do something real quick. Oh, so I'm going to get my obsidian, and I'm putting it in my bra. And I'm going to hold this up. Throw up my signs at y'all, because I love you. Right? Now, in the last episode, I tell you that I have these and what they are. And that needs to be included in this, because that's what this necklace is going to be. But I'm going to use some of this first. This has no base religion. Its history originates with Cherokee Indians. And all it does is it clears away negative vibes, like soul energy. Fascinating, really. Sorry, I couldn't read it. Now I gotta open my window for a second. I'm gonna turn this upside down in my Pocahontas shell. What is this called? It's a abalone shell. So I turn it upside down and it'll smoke a little bit. I smell perfume. Why do I smell some kind of weird perfume? Older perfume. Oh, I just opened my window. Josie, no! Don't go out. Sorry, I'm a weirdo. You know what? I'm not gonna apologize no more. Okay, because that's exhausting. I feel like I need to, but that I don't need to. So I'm going to go finish my cigarette and then I'll come back and finish that necklace. It'll take probably about like 30 to 45 more minutes to finish it. My hair? My hair? You gotta practice your homework, Jana. I would listen to music, but whenever I listen to my favorite music while I work, it gets copyrighted, and a portion of the ad revenue will go to whoever is in the song. So that's good because they're my favorite artists, and I mean that's just like I don't mind, you know. But some of my videos I need them to be like not copyrighted. I think that's your hair. Daddy got Barker already back.
You going back outside? Huh?
How do you comment? What's the comment area? You guys ever belly breathe? I didn't even know I could belly breathe until I started riding my bike and walking and stuff. It helps a lot. You're supposed to poke your belly out like as far as you can and push your air out. I love music. I have panic attacks for no reason. I did do like a baby cleansing. Daddy, give me my stairs so I can sit outside. Done, all done. I like taking my time with things, but I'm in a hurry, so. No, it's gonna fall. All right. So, let's see. Over there now. And I'm going to lift the center wire up. Let me see if I can. I want it to come forward. And over towards me. And then I'll put this here. Jersey, stop! They're not gonna bother you. Quit barking. She's just a scaredy cat. She's just a scaredy cat. She just barks a lot. Miss barks a lot. You stop. You stop right now. You stop. You stop. You stop. You stop right now. I'm freaking serious. So I'm just going to bring that into it. Whoops, that's the wrong one, y'all. These are teal, and they're my cutters, right? And then these are baby blue. So that I don't accidentally grab them or something, I guess. Like the wrong cutters. They're pretty similar colors. So I'm just going to bring this around, back down, and around into a circle. And I'll just keep twisting it until I get it to the right spot. Did you guys know that there is a certain medication out there that I've been taking, and it dulls your emotions. And I didn't know that it does that. So that's one of the reasons that I'm stopping taking it. And I'm just ready. If you're not ready, then you're just not ready. Like, the only person that can tell you that you're ready is you. And the only thing that got me through it was my doctors not pushing it on me. They were really great. So I'm just going to take this on around. So I'm pushing on it and pulling at the same time, and then bringing it around to finish the circle off. And then I just want to bend it in this direction. And back up. Come on, I need you to close, man. All the way. There we go. Jersey, what is she growling at? Is there something staring at her, John? Jana? Or Jana's friend? John, do you know what? Yeah, the smoke is out, so I'm going to close the window now.
Jersey.
You get back. You stop. You're just trying to get some attention, ain't you? You stop right now. You is bad. You is bad. So I'm going to lift the two outer wires now. Okay. Now I'm going to wrap this 3 times. 1, 4, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'll lay these outer 2 wires down. You can also put the circles in the outer ones, but I don't have much time. So I'm just going to do a simple and lay these down. That bottom one really pops though. So it's not wanting to go around it, so I'm going to bend these in and then back down just a little. So it's like a little almond on the outside of it. And back down. What if that was a little bit wider? It looked like a person. Okay, so I've got that far, and then, so I laid the outer 2 wires back down, and then I'm just going to wrap 4 times and end the weave. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'll just apply some pressure right here to flatten those wires out. Okay. I'm going to take this anchor out, or binder wire, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to take that off. And trim this wire just down to a little nub. Let's get a nub. Here goes a bug. Where'd that bug come from, you guys? Just popped out of nowhere. I'm sure it was just flying, but like under here or something. Oh boy. Hey Judy. Oh, okay, that's Judy. Why did you even ask if I've ever been to jail or prison before? I've got prior tutorials. I don't mind talking about it. I need some new comments. There is nobody. Come on, guys. Where you at? Tell him, John. Tell him, say, come watch me. Come watch me, please. I don't care. It'll be okay. We got a couple people here, and that's the views will come after we finish it, I'm sure. All right. I don't really care about the views, but I mean, it does. My work is part of this too, of this journey and who I am. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna bring this out. I'll keep it straight. And this is that little tail end wire. And then I'm gonna do the same here. Bring this out to keep it straight. So I'm gonna make a cross symbol, I think. I have 2 M's on my hands, and then one of them has a triangle with a cross in it here, right at the tip of the M in the center, right? You can't see it. I'll have to take like a different picture. And then this one has an M too, but I'm still working on this side. Anyways, I want to do a cross symbol with the triangle around it, and maybe like some kind of pokey bits or something. But as whenever I'm like here in a little bit, I'll explain what the triangle means and stuff. Okay, now I need to place these together, and I need to have the brace wires on, so I'll use this one, and then I'll wrap a thing around it. So that's going to cover that triangle mark, and it just fits right down in there because of that weave. Maybe I should do the wide one for that. And then I'll cut another piece. I don't want it to be too big though.
What?
Let me think for a second.
I can't find it, honey.
So I need some more anchor wire or binding wire, and I'm going to use some to bind these onto the back, and then I need to make this one longer. It's got to be longer. Oh goodness. Maybe I could put this one on afterwards. Now, if you have any solder, you can solder this on, but we are not soldering right now. So that's the whole point of wire wrapping and weaving, is to wire wrap and weave without soldering, unless you are making a hybrid. You know, I like hybrid designs, but this one I just want it to be original. So we need binding wire real quick. I could take this binding wire off, actually. That's the only one that's left on. And then I'll grab some more. So this is 99.9% pure copper. As it, I like red copper a little bit better than this kind because it looks more coppery. It looks more coppery and not so much like a penny. So that's why I just got real discouraged with it. But let's see here. There's one company that's it's an American company and it sells wire, red copper wire. I really like that color. I didn't even know copper had different colors of wire. So I'm going to try and center this the best I can, and then I'm going to wrap it to bind all these wires together. I need to just go ahead and trim those, I guess. I might undo it and go ahead and trim any of the tail end wires. Okay. So I didn't advertise this live. The handle's coming. I don't even know how that came off. How did that even come on? The light's blinking. Oh shit! Okay. So with isolation, I isolated from 2019 until like over the summer, and I just started coming out of my shell. But I do need. I work from home. Our world has changed a lot. You know it, and I work from home. So all of the community events I try to go to, I've been trying to go to get out of the house, and just like say hi to everybody that I see, you know, or try to at least. But where we've made our own, you know, our own. Everything is done online. Like shopping is done online mostly. I haven't been to a super mall or a mall in like since I was a kid. I don't even think my kids have ever even been to a mall except for once, and that was like in Tennessee. So. Hey, I feel really tired. John, is this black tourmaline, you guys? Is that what this is? Is that what that is? Look at that cap on that. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Is that what that is? So pretty. Look at the cap on that thing. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Do you guys know? Is that black tourmaline? Or is it something else? Because there's one that looks just like black tourmaline, only it's not black tourmaline, it's something else. Look at this one. This one's like right here. You know, when I get nervous, I'll look at something and define every detail of it. Because, I don't know, I've always been taught that, and it always helps to, like, define everything. It's so shiny. I got one like. Come on, guys. Can somebody like my video? Am I supposed to ask that? I am, aren't I? For YouTube. Anyways, I really don't. I mean, I'm supposed to do that, but usually I just don't. Maybe. Thank you if you are a long-time subscriber, and welcome if you are a new-time subscriber. Thank you very much for joining my live today. Right? So I'm going to step over here for like 1 minute, and then I'll be right back. I really think that's cool. How's it's got lines? Look at this one. This one's got big rainbows in it. It's not for sale. No for sale. No for sale. No for sale. So pretty though. Where's that big rainbow? Maybe I could show you. It might be in this other one. Where is the other one? John? I got an extra... oh, here it is. See the rainbow? I love the rainbows. Right? I'm trying to get it to where it'll show you guys the freaking rainbow. Show them the rainbow! See how pretty? It almost looks like a Pegasus in there or something. It's so pretty.
Do you see a rainbow out there yet?
No, I see a rainbow in my crystal.
Let me see.
Hang on. Oh my goodness. Why did it have to put that face on there? On my on my live. My eyes are closed. This one for today. I'll be able to change it. You know it? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this other side real quick. Do you guys know the story of Adam and Eve? God. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these wires and trim them real quick. I'm just going to bring these around and tidy everything up real quick. Crystal's not outside, is she? Is Crystal outside? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bind the back plate on as well. I'm going to probably make it about 1.5 inches, I guess. So I'm going to run it along the back plate here. And then trim. I'm going to unwrap the outsides of these wires. I'm going to just unwrap these real quick. 3 times. 1. 2. So this is going to leave a rotation of 2 on each side temporarily. And this one needs to be 1. This one needs to be 2 as well. Dana, you can't do that while I'm live, honey. Please stop acting. You know how to act, young lady. Please. She's getting tired. You've got to do your schoolwork. Stop acting like that or I'm going to turn the camera off. Ain't nobody looking at you. You stop acting like that, young lady. Please. It's embarrassing. You gotta do your schoolwork. You know, they sent, I'll, never mind. I was gonna say something, but I'll say it later. Because I have to think about it before I say it. Think about what I say before I say it. People is here. Okay. So I got 2, 2, 2, and 2. So I unraveled the tail end wires here. And I'm just going to slide this back plate up into here. We will obviously do some more bracing as we go. But this is going to have to do until further notice. So I went ahead and unraveled this all the way. I'm going to take and push that back plate right into place here up against the back of my base wires, and I will bring it around 1, 2, 3. Oops. Yeah. Thought I'd done it on the wrong side for a second. And then I'll go around 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do this top side. Gotta finish unraveling this all the way because I only done these two on each side. I left 2 rotations on each side, but so I'm gonna squish that down, alright, and then bring the rest of this one around. Now, if you don't have this, you could probably hammer. If you don't have this bezel wire, you could probably hammer like some 12 gauge or 16, anywhere from 18 to 12 gauge, and double those up. You could hammer them flat and double those up on the back plate there as an alternative for a back plate. So I'm going to go around 4 times on each one again. We've gotten to where the point with isolation to the point to where I'd rather my kids go to school and lead normal lives than be at home without, any friends and stuff. They deserve to have a life. But that's just me, I'm not saying that you have to do that, but I'm saying that that's what I prefer. Like, I'm not going to look down on you because you feel differently about that because, you're my friend. Most all of you are, unless you're new here. So I'm just going to bring the tail ends of these weaving wires on around. And then I'm going to wrap this side on around as well. So there's 4. So I wrapped about 4 on each one. Okay. So I'm going to take these wires, the ones that are poking up in the middle here, and bring them forward. And I'm going to bring them forward on this side as well. And then I will trim them. And then I will trim these as well on this side. Now, if you guys enjoy my tutorials, you can join me over on Patreon or Etsy. I have some paid tutorials over there. Bring this down. I want to bring these into a curl. So I'm going to go sideways. And then clamp them down onto the weaving wires there. These will be hidden under the setting anyways, so they don't have to be too pretty. These are a real thick gauge wire too. So I'm going to take these and bring them forward. So I have those, and now I'm going to lift these end wires up here. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim the end wire here, and then I'm going to bring that center half round wire underneath these two, and then around this back plate. And then bring it on around. And then I will bring these two wires forward, the edge wires or whatever. That's a pretty thick one right here though. That's fine though. Okay, so I'm going to trim and leave a couple millimeters of wire here. And then I will pinch them up right there, and then I will trim this wire. I'm going to leave that end in there. Make sure that the triangle in the center stays lined up as you're working, because it's going to tighten up as you work. Now I will bring this wire up real close here. Like this one. I'm going to lift each one with my wooden awl. At least I didn't have to think of this 15 minutes later, what the name of that word was, because it would have come to me in the weirdest spot, or the weirdest time. So I'm going to trim these wires. And then I will curl them down and under. Okay. Bring this around and trim that as close as I can get to it. Okay, I think that works, I guess. Let me tidy this up real quick. Something's not hanging right there, y'all. It's that tail end wire here. Oh, goodness. So I'll bring it on around and together. And then I'll trim that tail end when I trim this one later. And then I need to trim this one. So I'll trim it pretty close. As close as I can get to that part that I bent over there. And then now I have to realign the back of it. Just to make sure that everything's nice and even. And then I'll pull these down to the very end of it, of that back plate there. Alright, so I've got this centered, and then this is also centered, right? So now I'm going to I need the rest of my 21 gauge wires here. You may not need them to be that long for the sides, but I made them pretty long, that way I at least have room to work. And I'm going to go ahead and just do the same design on each of these sides here. So I'll lay it right up on this copper wire here, and then press it down. And bring my weaving wire in. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to lift the outer 2 wires, leave this center wire, and on the top and bottom I'm going to try and stick with wrapping 2 in between. One and I need more than 2 on the back plate though, so I'm going to do 4. Right? I'll pull this center wire down. Nope. 2 outside wires first and then the center. Right? So I just laid those outer 2 wires down, and I'm going to wrap 2 times. 1 and 2. And then lay this center wire down. Give it a squeeze. Wrap 1, 2, and 3. See. I'll just do the same thing here because this is the sides. So lift the outer 2 half round wires. Wrap 1, 2. Lift the center wire. Wrap 1, 2, 3. Gonna lay these outer 2 wires back down. Wrap 1, 2. And then lay it down, that middle wire here. And then we're going to wrap 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And then just go ahead and pick these up. So I'm going to do the same weave, only on this side. Let me just get those out of the way and cut this bobbin off. I'm going to go take some honey because my nose is really stopped up. I need to take a break. I'm almost done. I'll do the other side and then the setting. And then I have to cut all the ends off. I also have to make the outside though. Turn it bed. There is a streaming service that we can use where our stream will look. Oh. Why is everyone live right now? Everyone is live. Guess what scientist asked if did life begin on Earth? So I'm going to search for that answer. I think life may have began before Earth was created. Like God's like a spiritual energy. It's just like some people say they couldn't look at God, In the book of I can't remember the name of the book, but there's 7 heavens in the book, and in one of them they said that. Like the pink stuff you see in a galaxy? I guess that's how I see God's energy. You know what? Like the colorful mist that you see in galaxies, it's like spiritual energy somehow. And I think that may have been how life started. I'm drinking a Venom in a can, or in a koozie, just so you guys know. I'm going to bring a lot of energy to the table tomorrow, and I'm going to talk to you guys about a few things if you are interested in listening. So I was just taking a break. Do any of you have any questions? I'm going to finish this other side, and then, so at least we have the base. It'll be in 2 parts, and I don't like that idea of putting it in 2 parts because some YouTubers have been accused of trying to get double pay or something because they're putting it in 2 parts or some stupid stuff. But I literally have to put it in 2 parts because I'm putting my daughter to bed, so. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the half round here. Whoa, excuse me. Excuse me. Jeez. What did I do with it? I've lost one of the half round pieces. It's probably like in the floor. When you sweep, make sure that you get it, okay? Because it's silver. So I'm just going to cut another piece off of here. And just because I believe in God and Adam and Eve and things like that does not mean that you have to. I'm not saying that you have to. I just am sharing my experience with you. You know. Are we ready for this? Maybe I should just do it in a recorded one, but that would be like 10 different 15-minute videos, and then 15 minutes in between because I have to let my camera cool down. I know I'm recording a tutorial right now, but maybe it wouldn't be past 30 minutes of recording, 15 minutes of cooling off. If I write it in my book, I did write it in my book, but if I just read from my book, that way I don't get like sidetracked. Because I do have ADHD. ADHD. There's nothing wrong with that. It just makes me be able to have hyper focus or Well, if you Google an ADHD test, it will pretty much tell you the symptoms. Or Google ADHD, and it will tell you the symptoms that I have and that I have to deal with. Which is not a problem. That's my problem. That ain't nobody else's. So I'm just putting these half rounds on here and flattening them down against the back of the wire, the base wire here. And then I'll bring this in, wrap 1, 2. I am usually a pretty respectful person, but I just think that people should accept me for who I am. They don't have to. Nobody has to. Okay. So I'm just going to lift these up and do the same weave that I've done over there on that side. Oh. These people are backing out whenever I smoke and then coming back in, We don't smoke in restaurants, so, I will respect that and not smoke in YouTube videos too much. But I do like tobacco as part of who I am, and it's okay. I can understand not wanting to smoke around your food. It's like telling somebody not to smoke in their own house. One, 2, 3, 4. In my opinion, anyways. What you doing, John? Babe. Hello? So I'm just going to put these down right here. One, 2, and then just push these down. Whoa, is Tanner okay? Did he fall? John, let me check on Tanner. What the heck? One, 2, 3. And then I'll do... Are you okay?
Yeah, Onyx might not be though.
What happened?
He got in a box in the top of my closet and he fell out.
Oh no. He's just a silly cat. I gotta lift these outer 2 wires, but I can't see them because they are wedged in between these. They got stuck in there. I gotta bring this one back down. So I lifted the outer 2 wires, half round wires, and then now I'm gonna wrap 4 times. 3. Did I do 3 up here? No, it's 4. 4 in the middle. So I need to lift that middle one and wrap. I'm going to unravel because that's 3 there and then 4 on the very base.
like if
Three.
you don't talk to them, honey, how they gonna know if they like you? You gotta say something to them.
And 4. I'm going to put these 2 outer wires down. 1 and 2. Wrap 1, 2, and then lay the middle one down. Wrap 4 times. 1, 2, 3. I used to not like what the cross represented because they crucified him on it, but I believe that it may represent protection too. You know what? I mean, everyone I know wears them. Crucifixes. So I'm going to get into what the symbolization of this necklace means to me tomorrow. It doesn't have to mean that to you, you know, but it means that to me. Because I have to put Jaina to bed in a moment. But I'm going to trim this bobbin off. I'm going to get the bobbin off. And I'll just leave a little bit of wire there. So I'm going to trim these wires. Ouch. And bring this down. Do you think that this stuffy nose and stuff again is like the ragweed out back? Usually hay fever comes like in the spring, don't it? Could be hay fever. Now I gotta ask a doctor. Thinking out loud, y'all. Ain't that what we're supposed to do on YouTube, though? Like, so that we can conversate and junk? I believe it is. I hope I'm doing this right. I mean the YouTube. I hope I'm doing the YouTube right. Pretty sure I am, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up and this up.
Right. Right.
And then I'll turn that off. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. So I have a whole big old pile of scrap here, and I'll end up putting it in my scrap bucket and melting it down for more wire later on. So make sure if you use any sterling silver wire that you use your scrap. Sometimes, like long wires, I can use them in earrings and stuff, even. That way you're recycling your silver too. You have to buy... Jersey, you stop. You stop, you stop. You stop right now. No, ma'am. She's bad. She's bad. Get the heck out the window. What the heck you doing? Get out of there. Move my chair. I'm falling all over my chair. What are you doing? Get the heck out of there. Get the heck out. Get the heck out. Get the heck out. She's so bad. She is so bad. there is one person that I know, and I'm not going to say if it's from London or from here or from wherever I'm at, but they have the darkest energy that I've ever felt on a human being. And it really freaks me out. So I'm just going to go around here and trim these wires off. And I need to make sure that they are secured well. And this one right here is not wanting to go underneath of that. So I'm going to lift it back up with my awl. And then I'll pull this wire up in here. Okay. And then press it back down. So now these little tail end wires are secured underneath of that. Okay. So I'm going to trim those off. And I'm leaving this one until the last step because I have to have that to secure those back plates. Okay, so make sure that you use the same number of weaves on both sides of this, and so okay, so these numbers, this one has to be the same numbers, like the weave to go across, because if you don't use that amount of rotations of the weave, of the pattern of the weave, then you won't be able to make it even on both sides. So just whatever you do, make sure you write those numbers down for both sides. And then this one has more rotations than the top. The top has the same rotations as these, only it's just a little bit taller, just a smidge. Now I'm going to move these because this little diamond shape in the middle has gotten off track. So I'm going to move it right there. Make sure you scoot your weave in as well, because they'll work their way down to the ends of this, like while you're working, and we don't want that. So I'm going to take this back plate and work it straight up and down, so straight up and down, and then I'll bring it over and close it in, so that way that doesn't move around much anymore. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. If I can get the darn thing to move. And push it down against the back of your base wires here in your weave. So that's what the back is going to look like. And then I can also bend this one up. And I'll just fold it over. There's my, well, the weave is underneath here. There's weave on this one though. Now I can put a 925 or 999 stamp on the back here, which I think I'll do both because this back plate is actually, I'm pretty sure it's 999. I'm not sure, I have to double check. It doesn't tarnish like 925, so I'm assuming that it's not 999 or whatever. So I'm going to trim this right here because it's pretty bulky in the front and there is a wire that is containing it there. So I'll just trim that off and then fold this over that wire and just secure it there. Here's one wire that I missed, a tail end wire. And I'm going to trim that. So I'm just going over my work just to make sure that everything looks nice. I'm going to get Jaina in the bed and then I will be back tomorrow to finish this religious symbol. And it's going to have some pretty interesting qualities to it. So I will see you guys tomorrow and thank you very much for tuning in or for being here. Have a good evening.